Hi guys, give me 1 sec. I'm gonna post this and get set up. We're having kind of crazy energies. Just give me 1 minute. I'm trying to fix the camera. Alright. So this moon energy has been kind of intense. If you're just logging on, you know the routine. Go ahead and share this video. I just have like 2 more to do. It's so slow, sorry. And I'm going to be giving away shaman sticks today because we need as much purification as we can get. Let me just do 1 more. I'm sure one of you guys will share it in the light worker groups for me. Alright, so I love these lunar energies, and at the same time I dislike them because I don't sleep good when the moon comes close to us in any kind of capacity. I just don't sleep as well. Like, it doesn't matter how much sleep I get, the quality of our sleep is much different. So I'm not really a big fan, but with these moons brings a lot of craziness. So I'm trying to work on staying grounded and purifying. If you're just logging on, go ahead and share this video. I'm going to randomly pick 2 numbers. I usually pick low ones too. So share this video, and I'll at the end announce who wins a shaman stick. I'm going to be doing cards in 1 second too, so go ahead and drop your name for a card because I go in order. Let me get into the news and then we'll do cards. We just had, oh, and I haven't been here since Thursday as usual. So some of this could be from over the weekend or a couple days old. I just like to get it out there. We just had powerful wind gusts causing destruction in the Midwest. Power was out across the U.S. The Michigan Wolverines men's basketball team's plane was blown off the runway at Willow Run Airport in southwest of Detroit. So we're seeing crazy weather. I live in Pittsburgh, and we're about to get a crazy snowstorm, I heard, which is really, really bizarre because we shouldn't even have snow this time of year anymore. It was like 76 degrees or something crazy last week. So we're seeing kind of extreme weather everywhere. Canada. Residents of Onaway, Canada were taken aback when they found their water had turned to a bright pink color Saturday. All their water was affected by this, and they were told it wasn't toxic, it was safe to drink and bathe in. And this is potassium salt, which is actually, it's a disinfectant. That was the contaminant. So they're telling these people that this water is safe. And I mean, it was like bright, bright pink. I wish I had something of color to show you guys. It was like almost a red color. It was so bright and disturbing. In Cairo, they found a statue head of Ramses the Great, one of the most powerful and celebrated pharaohs of Egypt. He lived 3,000 years ago. They're excavating an area there now. In Australia, the Great Barrier Reef isn't doing so great. The Australian government said the reef is having a major bleaching event for the 2nd year in a row. Bleaching happens when corals get stressed from rising water temperatures. The sea animals purge their algae and then turn completely white. The effects of climate change have reached the middle of the reef now, which had been untouched last year. So this is very bad. We have massive die-offs of fish found in a lagoon in Spain. Experts blame heat wave and algae bloom. There's a global avian flu pandemic. Vietnam slaughters thousands of chickens following the latest bird flu outbreak. This has now been upgraded to a global crisis, and there was an outbreak of bird flu in Tennessee last week. So meat will become the next plague. As in the next plague, meat. Like, it's already being contaminated. You're seeing bird flu, swine flu, all sorts of things. I mean, not to mention meat has a really low vibration. So we do eat meat, but we're really picky about what we eat. And we limit it. Like, actually, it depends on your blood type if you're even supposed to be eating meat at all. I do eat blood because, I do eat meat because I'm type O negative blood. So I'm actually kind of a hybrid human, in this body. So my body and my energy just metabolize differently. I did go vegetarian and vegan most of my childhood, and it just wasn't that healthy for me. So I do eat meat, but I'm really picky about what I eat, and I limit it because meat pretty much has no vibration. So we want foods with a very high vibration. And what I'm doing is enlightenment. I'm teaching enlightenment now. And that was really the beginning of my spiritual journey. And we must become lighter to achieve this. We have to change the foods we're eating. On my own, I stopped eating wheat, sugar, processed foods, anything unhealthy. Just on my own, my body just started to change. There's in Ethiopia, a horror story. 300 dead and thousands of life-threatening stage, and many mauled by wild animals as chlorella epidemic sweeps region in just 72 hours. Thousands of cattle are dead, many of them calving, which would actually double the amount of our food, and millions of acres burnt after massive wildfires in the US. I had someone explain it to me like, well, all of the GMO food is burning. That's not the case. The GMO food is being grown, I believe in Michigan mainly. So this isn't the case. This was actually the food that wasn't contaminated that's burning here. They told people it was safe to go back to Fukushima right now, but the residents are hesitant because they know it's not safe. They said lifting the restrictions does not mean the problems have been fixed. So this just goes to show you about how people's safety has been taken into account. They're telling you, no, it's safe to drink the water, just like what they're doing here, right? No, is fluoride safe? Go ahead and drink it. No, give it to your kids. It's great. It'll help your teeth. Things like that. Just use your internal judgment on anything. The Pope is making married Catholic men priests. Pope Francis is having enormous problem with the lack of Catholic priests. I don't know why. Men who are priests already can't marry, but already married men can. Don't forget, he also forgave abortion, supports same-sex marriages, so he's really making big changes in that religion. Hundreds of Marines were sent to Syria, so Trump just deployed a bunch of troops here. I don't think that made mainstream news. Probably people aren't aware of this. I'm going to stop the wars. He just deployed a ton of troops there. There's gold coming out of flood areas in California. It's loosening gold nuggets in the stream beds. It's prompted a gold rush. More gold will appear in the spring after the snow melts too. I'm going to do cards now. Give me a second to get to the post. So drop your name below. Just basically, there's just so much going on. I could sit here and do news for days after any moon event. There's just so much stuff going on. We're just seeing drastic weather stuff happening mainly. That's what I try to focus on and stay aware of. So me and my twin flame, we've been purging, clearing, healing, all those fun type of things we do with moon energies. So I'm just looking forward to tomorrow when this moon energy leaves. If you're just joining me now, share this video for a chance to win a shaman stick. I'll draw 2 random numbers at the end. But literally, there's just big things going on. So we're all working on healing. If you're just joining me or you don't know who I am, hi, I'm Robin of sparksofdivinelighealing.com. And our link is above. We're available for energy work, and I will be available for readings today. Most notably, my favorite service would be our chakra opening, because I do so much more than that. I tune into you energetically. I spend all day with your energy, removing any blocks and opening all your chakras and making sure they're spinning properly. So that's probably the best service I could recommend to everyone. Right now, we all need our chakras all open. We have to become lighter. We have to open our chakras. That's why I keep going over this and over this all the time. I'm trying to teach you guys how to keep your chakras open and how to remain like a clear channel. So that's my intent and my goal. Good morning, Chanel. Love begins. If you're not already in a spiritual union, you're about to be this year. Most of the people that I'm drawing to me are healing to get ready for union with their twin flames. I'm mainly drawing people to me that need some kind of healing work because they're getting ready to reunite with their twin. Or I'm supposed to be a mirror of you in some way because I'm with my twin flame. So it's really amazing. It's just a different type of love. It's an unconditional love, and we're only made to be with one person. From the time our souls were made, we're only ever made to be with one person. I know we come to earth and we experience so many types of loves. We have children, husbands, boyfriends, girlfriends, wives. We have all these relationships, siblings, parents, and we experience all types of love. But ultimately, we're only meant to be in a relationship or sacred married or divine married to one person. And that's our twin flame. And I was with a soulmate before that. And it doesn't matter how happy I was and how I would have stayed with that person forever. It wasn't meant to be, because I was already destined to be with someone else. I was already for someone else. So a lot of people, they get to their twin flame because they have to first experience soulmate love. So it's like a practice relationship. So a lot of people have experienced soulmate love, so it's very similar, that kind of connection, but it's so much more intense. But it's very similar, like when I met my soulmate and our eyes locked, I knew it was something special, and it's just very similar to that, but much, much more intense. So we're getting ready for a different kind of love, unconditional love, and you can only do that because I see so many people looking for their flames. I have a lot of people that come back to me every week and say, is this person my flame? Is this person my flame? And it'll be crazy. Like, Like they're looking for their flame in the outside world, and it doesn't work like that. You have to go within, and you have to complete yourself as a person. So if you're going out and looking for your flame, you're always going to get a karmic relationship that teaches you to love yourself, and those are never good. I disliked any karmic relationship I was ever in. They ended badly. It was about balancing energy, paying off karma. They're not good. They're not good. They're here to teach you to love yourself. And ultimately, a lot of our relationships, the point is that we have to love ourselves enough to leave. Another trap I see is people in relationships looking for their flame. As long as I was with my soulmate, I would never have met my flame. I have had a psychic come to me and say, will you do a reading for me? And I didn't do a reading, but I was messaging back and forth. This is why I dislike when people message me and ask me questions. I am available. I do readings on Facebook video chat so I can get more of a clear picture. But someone asked me, I'm married, and I met this man. Is he my flame? He's also married, but he's unhappy. That would never happen. A twin flame relationship is very spiritual. You're never going to be married and meet your flame. It just won't happen. I know people will argue with me and they'll say that's not true at all. Wait and see how it plays out then. It would never happen that way. So we have to be complete and ready and have space in our lives to meet our flame. So the second I did that, I reunited with my flame. So I definitely know what I'm talking about. Vicki Willis, good morning. Oh gosh, this is how I feel today too. I dislike this authority. I dislike these control systems that are just leading people astray. And I'm trying so hard to wake up people. This is why I have no tolerance or patience for waking up people. But it is my job, and regardless, I'm still trying. And they're grasping so tightly to these systems. It's like my dog, okay? So my dog was, I don't know, licking his toy really annoying last night. So we took off his collar because it was hitting the floor when he was licking his toy or whatever. So we took off his collar because we were going to sleep. Now, my flame had to hide the collar because the dog will try to go find it. He'll bring it to us in his mouth to put it back on him. Like I said, well, he should feel better. He's free, right? He should feel so much better not having the collar on. No, they don't know what to do. Like that's how people are. They are clinging to these systems. No, Trump's going to save us. It's going to be better this time. This president will do his job and it will be better. What makes you think anything will ever change? It never has and it never will. But they're clinging to these religions, these politics, these control systems that are invisible bars keeping humanity enslaved. So, we're not going to go out and dismantle things. Like we're not going to do that at all. It's actually happening on its own. If you don't see what's going on, disclosure is already well underway. Are you kidding me? There's something new being disclosed every day and it's amazing. So we're not going to do that. What we're going to do is we're going to take that energy and we're going to put the focus back on ourselves, and we're going to look at ourselves more deeply, and we're going to say, if I'm seeing these things in the world, why am I seeing these things? Why am I being shown these things? Maybe I have some systems that are running that aren't so great, that are keeping me stuck here. Let me give you guys a good example. So, in Pittsburgh, there's a big tunnel. Like, I don't know if you guys know what I'm talking about. It's through a mountain, okay? And I'm driving with my twin flame, and I'm telling him that my intent is to be able to move this mountain, to be able to move this entire highway, to be able to move this reality, much as I could in the dream world, okay? So my intent is that our love can move mountains, and I'm going to be able to move the physical landscapes here, as in pick up cars, move them, pick up highways, whatever you want to do. We're able to move this dreamscape. But the problem is none of us are aligned enough to do that. So I'm working at becoming aligned enough with my twin flame, with our love, so that we can actually do these things again, because they're very familiar to me. But my problem is that we've been conditioned worse than we have any other life in any other civilization in this life. We're being pumped full of toxic chemicals. Many people have woken up to that and have changed their diets, and that's amazing. But until we do these things, it's keeping us at a very low vibration. So we're not even able to access our gifts very well. I'm just tapping into what I'll be able to do. I can't even really do a lot this life compared to other lives. It's just like we're very limited by these systems. Let's see. I was in like 12D after me and my twin flame merged yesterday, and then we settled back down to 60. But because until I get rid of these limiting beliefs in the third dimension, it keeps dragging us down almost to like a 5 or 4. So I'm trying to work on myself at getting rid of any kind of like systems that are no longer serving me. I'm trying to get rid of viewpoints. And keep in mind, I just woke up. I just woke up. Like, I literally woke up in November and December of 2015. I've been awake probably about a year. So I just woke up to this. I'm still kind of adjusting my perspectives, activating and repairing my DNA and kind of tapping into my knowledge. I haven't even begun to do that. So I'm still really new at this too. I'm only a second waver. I know there's tons of first wavers around that are kind of like leading a good example for me and helping me on my journey. And the third wave is the crystal children, really. There will be a third wave of people that will wake up, but it's really the children that you guys are raising. I'm more concerned about the second wave and the children that they're raising, because these kids really are who's going to change the world, not even so much us. Carrie Finney. Patience and planning. Don't make any big decisions. This moon energy is amazing for manifesting. So for the next 24 hours, it depends really where you are. But especially in the US, for the next 24 hours, this moon energy kind of stays. You know that for a couple nights, the moon will still be full. So this moon energy is kind of kicking around on our planet. Use it for manifesting. Don't make any big decisions, but stay really positive, because your thoughts are creating your reality. So whatever you're thinking, you're going to draw to you. So if you're being negative, you're going to have a negative kind of month, a week, month, whatever, from the moon energy. If you're positive, you will be planting positive seeds you can harvest later. So just stay really positive. Larry Hall. This is the worst chakra to have blocked. I'm really glad to see you joining me, though. That's amazing. Look into letting go of fear. This is your root chakra. It's blocked by fear. We have to let go of fear. While I'm very aware, I don't have any fear at all. And a lot of people might not understand that. I've already died 5 times, come back this life. And once you conquer your fear of death, I feel like, well, what do you have to be afraid of? What do you really have to be afraid of? I've had profound death experiences, not near-death, death experiences where I died like 7 minutes and came back. So once you conquer that fear of death, what do you have to be afraid of? And I'm here to tell you, you guys have all died before. It's not a big deal. You're still here right now. So we're energy. We can't be created or destroyed. No one can kill us. So once we let go of those fears, and that's what we're being held in place with, fear. Fear of going to hell. I would say 50% of humanity is trapped with fear of going to hell. Well, my God doesn't judge me. He doesn't judge. We judge ourselves. He told me that. We judge ourselves enough that he doesn't have to. We have an amazing consciousness that's kind of rigged, and we pay karmically, and he doesn't have to do that. So anything bad I've ever done in my life, I've karmically paid for it, and my soul is now liberated. So I'm okay with it. What else? What other fears? We have fear of being attacked. And these are embedded deep in our consciousness, because a long time ago, animals used to be able to pick off people easier. They were more like defenseless to animals. And now they're doing the same things. They're exploiting terrorism. We will protect you against terrorism, but we will take away your liberties at a cost. We'll protect you at a cost. It's going to cost you all of your liberties. And they prey on these fears, and these are what is controlling humanity. We actually don't have fear of any of this. This is not real. It's an illusion. So just remember that. Kaja Jewel. Good day from Norway. Good day. I tried to go early on purpose because Nikki Baba Lamb is in Australia, and she said it was like 2 a.m. there, so I was trying to hurry and get on camera for all of you guys in other countries today. So I'll try to go a little earlier. I'm trying to kind of make it conducive to all time zones. The waiting game. I just put a post on my page, and it said something about aligning chakras, so of course it went on my page. But I believe the last thing said that people need to stop believing in Jesus. I would edit that and say, not believing, you can believe in whatever you want. Stop waiting for him to come save you. Stop waiting for the Messiah. Stop waiting for someone to come rescue you. You have to do it yourself. I can't do it for you. This is what my twin flame told me when I woke up. I can't help you. I can't help you. He couldn't help me in any way. I had to do everything myself. So there's a non-interference kind of rules going on. So just stop waiting, take control of your life, and manifest the things that you want. Because we all know what we don't want. We've had to experience them. How would we know what we wanted if we didn't experience what we didn't want in the past? Nikki Wilkley. Oh, I don't know. Oh, by the way, and let me throw this in right here before I get to Nikki. If you're messaging me, I understand everyone has a crisis during the moon energy. I understand. I'm not checking my messages till at least tomorrow, maybe the next day. So if you do need me, all you have to do is comment on a post, and I see every comment, right back to every comment, or you can reach me by purchasing something on our site. I try to avoid my messages for that purpose because I'll just get a lot of people that just will keep coming back and not respecting my energy. So I just don't check my messages. So if you need me, just comment on the status. Prosperity begins. So many of us that are on the spiritual path have been planting these seeds of love and compassion and just doing amazing light work, and prosperity will begin for you. When you're on your mission, the entire universe will conspire to help you. Christina Dennis, good morning. Positive movement forward. Anything you do, you'll be successful in right now. Anything. So get out there and make big decisions like I tell most people don't. You should be going out there and making big positive changes. Christina Dennis. This is not the end. My flame says it's end times. I said, no, it's not. It's the beginning. It's not end times. It's the beginning for me. I guess it depends on your perspective. A lot of people will see the end because they're not conducive to change. We're here to evolve and to change. So people who want to stay in their old ways, it's probably going to be the end for them. I'm sure people will see death and destruction. That's the amazing thing about the Matrix. I can be sitting on my house and be seeing something beautiful and amazing. Maybe my next door neighbor is seeing destruction at their house right now. That's the amazing thing about the Matrix. So it's a matter of perspective. I'm choosing love, and I'm choosing a new beginning and a new earth. Amanda Mamassar. Good morning. Your solar plexus. Go take a bubble bath. A salt bath. Bubble bath. I know the moon's making me nuts today. Go take a salt bath and get out into nature. That's because you're so empathic. You are me. We're just so empathic. We soak up everything and everyone around us, and we have to learn how to detox and keep our energy pure. So just try to get out into nature if you can. It's not very conducive for that, but guess what we did? We went to the salt cave this weekend. I hadn't been in like a year. We used to go all the time when we first met, and it's amazing. We're gonna go again next weekend. Try to see if they have something in your city like that. They literally have 10 tons of Himalayan salt in one room, and they blow things out. I went in there, like I just had sinus surgery, and my sinuses were so bad. They were like, my nose was all stuffed up, and it completely healed my nose, my lungs, everything going on with me, literally, and it's just so purifying and amazing for your skin. The guy who owns it, he healed his cancer that way. So try to look into things like that. There are indoor activities you can do to get outside. Try to detox, try to purify. That's why I'm giving away Shaman 6. It's an amazing time to purify and just cleanse ourselves. We just did that with our house. We do that every Sunday. I clean and purify our whole house so that it's ready for the week, and it just feels really amazing. But we have to do that with our energy too. Otherwise we're just kind of, taking on these lower emotions and keeping them for ourselves. No, we have to dissipate them out of our body. It's very important that as a healer I meditate every day, or some form of meditation. I prefer tantric sex as a meditation. That only works with your flame though. But whatever form it is, we have to dissipate all this energy out of our body some way. The best ways to do that are meditation, salt baths, and nature. Nisa Ray, good morning. Discontent and boredom. Anyone who is bored, we have such a variety of services on our site. I am now doing Yogic numerology as well as astrology. So get a birth chart done. Find out your mission. Everything's already been written in the stars long before you were born, and you picked your birth date for a reason. So why don't you look into one of our charts so you can find out your soul mission and your purpose. I'm just so amazed at how accurate this stuff is. Like, I just did my Twin Flames Yogic astrology, and it was so amazing. Numerology, it was so amazing. It was so much more detailed than the birth chart. It just had everything, like down to his healing, his problems he faces with negativity, everything was there. Pamela Wilson, truth. This is what I strive for. It's not easy to be a truth bearer. It's not easy. I piss off people all day long usually. People don't align with what I'm saying, but I speak my truth. And my truth might be different than your truth. That's the amazing thing. That's what we have to realize. That's how we're going to bridge polarity, by realizing that my truth is different than yours, but our truths are both truth. So the truth is very multifaceted. Just work on speaking your truth and work on your heart chakra. I mean your throat chakra, sorry. Work on your throat chakra. Dawn Walker. You are already so successful in everything that you're doing. Your energy is looking so good. You should just be out there manifesting everything that you want right now. So focus so much on manifesting. That's just what you guys should all be focusing on for the next day. No negative thoughts, only positive thoughts, and manifesting a better reality. This moon energy is amazing for that. Work on letting go of anything that's not serving you too. Connie LaDox, good morning. Material harvest. It really depends on what you're striving for. That's the funny thing about the material world. It really depends on what you're striving for. I hate money. I hate money. I think that we should abolish it and come up with better, cleaner ways of living. I am just not a fan. But money is energy. So if you want to manifest something, or if you're trying to get a material harvest, the best way to do that is to put out that amount of energy into the universe. So you can do that by donating your time to something. I'm about to do free cards again after this free card video. So I donate a lot of my time. I really try to help people, and that helps me in a spiritual way and in a monetary way. So if you want to manifest a certain amount of money, put that amount of energy out there. So just work on that, manifesting your material harvest. Melissa Hosford, rejoice in celebration. That's what I'm doing. We all should be doing this. This card is for everyone. We have reached a tipping point. There are so many people awake, but there will be many more to wake up. So we're all just star seeds doing a job of trying to seed this planet with love and compassion. So stay focused. You should be celebrating. Things are about to change in a really big way. We are already so successful in everything we're doing. Denise Capalti, obstacles and challenges. What is blocking you? Perhaps it's an energetic matter. Perhaps that's why you're drawn to me and I'm giving you this card. That's my specialty. I remove energetic blocks and I dissipate them. So maybe that's what it is. Take a deeper look. What is cutting you off from the flow? What is cutting you off from source, or that source energy that you need in your body? What's kind of blocking you? Just kind of take a deeper look. If you would like, I would probably recommend getting a chakra opening, and then we scan you very thoroughly. Cheryl Limler, third eye. Someone said to me today, why would you want your third eye open? I hear people, spiritual people, saying that. Why would you want your chakras open, they said. I hear people saying that, and I don't agree personally. I love having my third eye open. I love having my chakras open. I just don't see that. You want your third eye open because it's your antenna to the universe. It is your connection. That's how you see through the bullshit. So if your third eye is closed or calcified or a lump of calcium in your head, it's not going to do you a lot of good. You're going to be blinded by illusion. So we want our third eyes open so we can see through the matrix. We can see through the illusion. Just work on your third eye. We do third eye activations too on our site. Sunday Roberts, universe. The universe is a really, really big place. Earth is just a small speck of life here. You are a starseed and you have roots in the universe. So try to work at raising your vibration so that you can better communicate with your star family. Kathy Sue, spiritual strength. This is my card. This is what I'm doing. I realized that the ego is nothing. I had to surrender that. The ego wasn't getting me anywhere because I followed my ego for a very long time, and ultimately it just caused me to be very depressed on a lot of psych medications and miserable. And then it started destroying my body. So I woke up and I began working on a spiritual strength, which I have found is amazing. If you heal your soul, then your body will follow. So we're working on a spiritual strength because we realize that when our energy isn't strong, or our aura isn't strong, or our soul isn't really integrated with our body, it doesn't do us any good. So we're working on a spiritual strength. I'm working on spiritual purification. Me and my twin flame, every day, all day, we're working on becoming as pure as possible. So what that looks like for us is eating organic food, purging out a lifetime worth of emotions, dealing with past life stuff, etc. We've done so much healing work, and just, it's amazing. So just keep working on your spiritual strength. Let's see. And then I'm getting repeated. I'm kind of all over the place. Zachary Heal. Emotional withdrawal. This is my favorite card because it has the salt, meditation, and nature. All three in one, right? This is what I'm always telling you guys to do. Go get out into nature, meditate, take a salt bath. Just spend some time alone recharging. That's why I don't check my messages during these energies. I really like to keep my head clear, because my thoughts are creating my reality. So why would I jumble it up reading a bunch of other people's problems? So that's why I avoid my messages during this moon energy. I like to stay nice and pure and clear for this energy. So just go meditate. Lori Palche. Foundation and achievements. Literally, this is the twin flame card. It's got the rainbow, the American dream. This is what me and my twin flame are doing, and it's the craziest time to be doing the American dream anywhere. So this is an amazing card. If you're not already in a spiritual union, you're about to be. My comments keep jumping everywhere, so I'm just picking people randomly at this point. Amy Michelle. Rest and rejuvenate. Yes, this is what I'm going to do too. Rest and rejuvenate, because you're going to go back to sleeping good. Maybe not tonight, maybe tomorrow, but you should sleep a lot better tonight and tomorrow, and it will just get better this week. So conditions will be ideal for tapping into the dream world. So go rest. Mary Kowalak. Material and spiritual prosperity. We're really working on a spiritual prosperity. I could care less about the material world because I know it's not real. So I don't care about material things at all. I only care about spiritual matters. And I'm learning how to take that and apply it to the material world and kind of merge in both worlds. But really, spiritual prosperity is the only thing that will last. Your goal is to liberate your soul. In doing that, you will see material prosperity. Christine Mays, wisdom. That's why you're here, hopefully, to gain some knowledge and help expand your consciousness and your awareness. Hopefully, maybe I can bring you some things you hadn't heard of on the news, or just some knowledge. Maybe my energy will help awake you. Whatever it is, you're drawn to me for a reason, and usually it's wisdom or guidance or healing. Diana Murray. Recognition or reward. You're doing such an amazing job. The universe just wanted to tell you you're doing a good job. This is kind of like seeing 1111 or 444 or 222. You're on the right path and you're doing amazing. So keep doing what you're doing. Bray Phoenix. Memories of love. Yes, you have to let go of these memories. I told my flame this. He likes to hold on to everything from like a million lives ago and just hold on to it. And I said, you have to become lighter. You can't keep all these memories. You have to kind of let them go. I know, it's crazy, right? I had to let go of pretty much all my memories of this life too. And I just kind of started anew. I had to let go of these memories, and they will come up. You will start seeing your childhood memories, all sorts of maybe past life memories, whatever it is, so that you can view them one last time, process them, and let them go. So let go of that nostalgia. Work on your heart chakra. Work on healing that grief. Jessica Edwards Wheeler. Emotional loss. Yes, work on healing your heart chakra. It's so amazing. I always say like a message and then it'll be the next card too. Yeah, work on your heart chakra too. Work on healing that past grief and pain. We have to let go of our past. I'm doing like trauma counseling too on our site, or past life issues, helping heal past issues. So really work on letting go of these past issues, because you can't hold on to this pain and continue on this journey. So you have to pick one. Let it go. Become lighter. Jessica Edwards Wheeler. And then I'm like, did I just do you? Sorry, I'm going to skip you then. Sam Jenkins. Power. I don't know if I just did you. I'm losing my place. This energy is just very intense to work with right now. Work on your power, Sam. Literally. You're tapping into what you can do. You just had a really intense full moon, I know. But you're going to feel so much better starting tomorrow. Watch. Maybe even today. So it will really, things will start to shift with you. Just work on purifying yourself and tapping into your power. You have to realize twin flames have an amazing power that people on their own don't have. I wasn't able to do this healing work on my own. I have to do it with my partner, with my twin flame. It doesn't work when we're separate. It only works when we put our powers together, when we merge our energy together. So twin flames are just so powerful with their energy. You just have an amazing ability to heal yourself and others. I know, I hate when these skip everywhere. Christina Nelson. Temptation, yes, you're being tested. We all are right now. We're all being upgraded and tested. That's not always a pleasant process. Some people are getting ascension symptoms, crazy things happening. You're being tested. Stay aware, stay focused, choose love. You'll do fine. Kim Nowak. You're working on your heart chakra too. Wow, this is the chakra of the day. That's why I had to go to that salt cave, because it was affecting, having like a cold was affecting my heart chakra. So you could do something like that or get a chakra opening. Just work on letting go of that grief and that pain and deep healing yourself in some way. And anyone who's getting a chakra card, we do, and there's a lot of them today, we do chakra openings. This is for Cindy Lee. I'm in my head a lot. Yes, when I'm doing cards, I'm always in my head. When I'm at home, when I'm just chilling by myself, it's the opposite. So this kind of requires a lot of thought and attention from me, which is hard for me to do. It's completely outside of my comfort zone to be doing cards. Actually, I'm more like the quiet, empathic type that likes to chill by myself and be by myself all the time. So this is really pushing me outside of my comfort zone, but I'm learning how to do it and kind of embracing it and just jumping into it and trying to have fun with it. But it is jumping outside of my comfort zone. So yes, I'm quite in my head when I'm doing readings or helping with you guys. I'm completely in my third eye, you see. Work on your sacral chakra. This has to do with guilt and sexuality, and it's also the second worst chakra to have blocked. Richie Seeley. Victory and success. You're already so successful in everything that you're doing, you just don't realize it. So get out there and put that success to work. Go make big decisions and manifest your dreams. Amber Hutchinson. Deception and envy. You're waking up to the world is not at all what you thought. The people that you're supposed to trust, you're not able to. They're actually poisoning you. And everything is backwards, literally. Like if they tell you something is good for you, it's bad for you. Anything they say is bad for you probably is good for you. You're waking up to the world is not what it seems. And that there's an entire another world right there. And this is for Kelly Easton. Spiritual union. If you're not already, you're about to be in your twin flame relationship. We are working on spiritual unions, the entire purpose of life. I will assure you, I knew it when I was 15 already and dying of cancer. It is love. That is all that is real here. That is all that will ever exist, love. So we're working on spiritual love, because any relationships that are not spiritual will literally just disintegrate and fall apart. So we're working on spiritual unions. I'm going to let you guys go on that note. So I can better project my energy into better projects. So I will be doing free cards on this page today, maybe like in an hour, maybe now. I'll figure it out. So go ahead and like this page if you didn't already for free cards. And I'm trying to think of numbers. I'm going to be giving away Shaman sticks to the first person and the 10th person who posted this video. And I'll be around all day for healing work and readings. So you can go ahead and set anything up on our site. I check our site all day long and I get right back to you. Have a lovely day. Stay high vibe and namaste.